What's up, podcast people? It's your boy Lil Duck, and this is another episode 3 of Just a Regular Guy podcast, man. And today, my special guest to my right is my boy Malachi. Introduce yourself, Malachi. Tell them who you are, man.
My name is Malachi. I'm a senior at Colorado State University. I know my boy Darius since I was like 7. So we go way back, and this family. So, he asked me to do it, and I did it with no hesitation because that's how we got each other. So.
Facts. So, yeah, for y'all don't know, I kind of raised Malachi.
Well, you did not. You allowed the podcast?
I'm not lying on the pod,
You allowed the podcast?
Nah, I raised Malachi, man. I met him at the Boys and Girls Club when he was a little kid. I was a little kid, too. I'm a little bit older than Malachi, I think, like 2 or 3 years, I think. I think it's 2.
Old ass nigga, man. How old are you?
25.
Oh, yeah, you got 3 years.
Yeah, I'm old now. I'm old. But yeah. So, boom, met him at the Boys and Girls Club, and we kind of, grew up together, R.I.P. Betcher. That was our club that we had, and sad about that. But, growing up, me and Malachi, we always was close, That was my little brother, pretty much, Like I said, I raised him. I molded him into the man he is today.
I was my own man, but me and Darius used to just kick it.
Nah, I molded that boy.
You get on the podcast and start lying like this.
Everybody knows this. Everybody was always like, damn, is that your little brother, Darius? Y'all look alike.
No. I'm way cuter than you, first off. Man, that's good.
No, he's not. Stop. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So, met Malachi at the club. Those y'all that don't know about me, I'm a club kid. Grew up there. Went to the Betcher Boys and Girls Club over there off Colfax in Boston. And yeah, for a long time.
Colfax.
Yeah.
Not the fake, not Voodoo Donuts Colfax.
Real Aurora. That's real Aurora right there. But yeah, so, we grew up there. We did the whole leadership thing. We were both in leadership programs, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Played basketball, football, baseball, all that shit. We even coached together. He was my assistant coach at one time. Remember that? Yeah, he was my assistant coach.
I'm the reason why the offense was scoring.
No. Defense wins games.
Offense wins championships.
No. Defense wins championships.
All right, bro, come on.
But yeah, so, we grew up there. We did the whole mentor thing and all that shit. So, Malachi kind of took it a step above. I feel like I paved the way, and he broke the roads and rebuilt them back better.
Just a little bit.
Even though, when I gave the keys to him, the club got closed. But
right.
We're not going to talk about that. But what we were saying is, we did that. We did the Youth of the Year thing. You want to explain to them what the Youth of the Year is and how far you went with that?
Yeah, I can explain it. So Youth of the Year is a program at different Boys and Girls Clubs, and you're basically talking about your club experience and how it shaped you. So you started off writing 3 different essays about your personal brand, what the Boys and Girls Club means to you, and then your vision for America's youth. Then you just give an interview and a speech. You give your grades in, and all your leadership activities that you've done and stuff. And so me and Darius used to win at our club. Years, huh?
I only won twice, bro.
Oh, you won twice?
3 times.
Oh, okay, so 2 for 3. But there's different levels. So you start off at your own Boys and Girls Club first, and you keep going forward. And so
we always won that. That one was a given.
Yeah. So Darius used to win the one just at the Boys and Girls Club, but I figured I could do a little bit more with it. So I won the Boys and Girls Club, my local one. Then I won for the city of Denver. Then after that, I won for the state of Colorado. And after that, I competed at regionals. And I ended up winning for the Southwest region, and then I went to nationals, and then I was named the National Youth of the Year. So then I was basically the spokesperson for 4.3 million youth within the Boys and Girls Club. So kind of crazy that me and Darius was at the Boys and Girls Club chilling together, and then it kind of came full circle with that. So.
Yeah. It's and our club was not the best club. We had all the worst shit, all that stuff. We was not special at all, but. Malachi kind of made us special. He kind of put us on the map.
Yeah, well, when I won city, I was the first ever city winner at our club, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody ever won city.
Nope, no one never won city. Yeah, so that should just tell you right there. Even though I feel like I should have won when I was a senior, I should have won, but I lost to some bullshit. You know, I'm not gonna say it on the pod, but they did me, man. They did me, man. I really thought I was gonna win the city. But tell me some of the things that like you've gotten from winning the nationals.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's kind of hard to remember all the experiences I had unless I see them like in my Snapchat memories.
Give me like the major ones, like the top 3.
Let's see. So the things that I won, I ended up winning total $176,000 for scholarship money for school. And then since Boys and Girls Clubs of America's their sponsors are Disney and Toyota, I ended up winning a trip for me, my mom, and my sister to Disney World. Then I ended up winning 2019 Toyota Corolla. But then some of my favorite activities and things that I've been on, I got to do 17 media interviews with Denzel Washington the next day. So that was pretty crazy. We did Good Morning America. We did Fox 31.
How was Denzel, man? Is he really as cool as he portrays in the movies?
Yeah, man. He was crazy. First off, he's a club kid, too. So he went to the Boys and Girls Club when he was younger. So that was crazy.
Right there.
He was real like personable and down to earth. I remember he was cracking jokes with me the whole time. And I put him on the phone with my mom. So then my mom FaceTimed him for a little bit.
He could have called me though.
I had to make a split second decision.
He would have called me. I would have gave him perfect. You motherfucker.
Nah, there's no way. Let's see. And then I'll probably say the other two, my favorite. I got to go to the NBA All-Star Weekend and interview some of the players there. So that was pretty cool.
What interviews? What players you interviewed?
I got to interview a whole bunch. So the first one I interviewed was Jason Tatum. And then I ended up interviewing Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Kemba Walker was there. Then I got to listen to LeBron speak for a little bit. So that was cool. And then I guess the last one that I'll talk about was the World Series. So I got to walk out the ball at the World Series. Me and Anthony.
First pitch?
Nah, we got to walk it out.
Okay.
Yeah, they bamboozled us. So it was me and Anthony Anderson from Blackish and Kangaroo Jack. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So me and him both thought we were throwing it out. And then like 5 minutes before, they told us, oh yeah, we're just walking it out. So, but he messed up, and it made me look like I messed up on camera. But y'all hearing it first, it was his fault. The lady gave me the signal, and I walked, and he stayed. But yeah, those are my favorite like top 3 highlights that I could pick from my whole experience. So
okay.
They went to Elway too. The Broncos sent us to Elway.
The Elway story funny. All right, so boom, Malachi called me one day. He's like,
I'm looking out. That's why I'll look out.
Oh yeah, Malachi good friend. He always gonna look out for you. You know, if he really fuck with you and shit. And he called me one day and was like, Darius, what you doing tomorrow? I'm like, shit. I'm off. I'm about to just chill at home, play the game. And he like, well, they're throwing on an event at Elway's. And I was like,
the Denver Broncos was.
Yeah, the Denver Broncos throwing on an event at Elway's, but it was for Malachi. And I was like, shit, I'm down. He was like, all right, bet. Well, the limo gonna pick you up tomorrow. I'm like, the limo? I was like, oh, shit. All right, cool. So I'm like, do I gotta dress up? He's like, nah, just throw on a little button-up shirt or some shit, you know, something simple. And mind you, so next day comes, limo pick me up. I get in the limo when our other friend Jesse, it was me, Jesse, and Malachi. Yeah, Jesse in a full church best. He's in his.
Keep in mind, Jesse's 6'2", 300 pounds. That nigga in a full tuxedo.
I didn't even know they made tuxes that big off the bed like that.
It was like maroon. Huh?
Yeah, it was a big ass maroon tuxedo, and Malachi in a t-shirt and jeans.
No. I was in a polo shirt, like Ralph Lauren polo.
A regular ass Ralph Lauren polo and some jeans, man.
Because my suit that I had worn for nationals was dirty, and I didn't feel like washing it. So I called people. They're like, yeah, as long as it's like, you know,
formal, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit formal. So I threw on the little button-up shirt. But Jesse was for sure mad at us.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh shit. I see Jesse. I was like, damn. Like he made me feel underdressed. And I look at Malachi and I was like, nah, I'm good. Cause I just had on like a little polo button down. That's, you know, a little simple shit. Yeah. So we get there and I'm thinking like it's at Elway's, and for those y'all that don't know what Elway's is, it's a steakhouse, John Elway Steakhouse in Cherry Creek. So we get there, and I'm thinking, like, you know, we're going here, we're obviously going to eat.
I was going to get something we're going to eat, too. That's why I started inviting people.
Yeah, so I didn't even eat nothing all day. I was making sure my stomach was empty so I could go crazy at Elway. Yeah, because I'm finna get at Elway's. This is expensive. This whole bunch of free food. I'm finna go nuts. We get there, it's finger food.
Oh, wait, and let me tell you. So I had to speak for a little bit. So they passing around finger food, and I promise you, all of us is like, oh no, we saving room for the real food.
Yeah, we're not eating that bullshit finger food.
Go by, the ladies like, nah, we straight. We say we'll wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit.
We let all that good finger food. It looked like some fire shit too, but we was like, nah, we're not trying to ruin our appetite.
We here for the $90 steaks.
Exactly. So boom, Malachi does his speech and shit. You know, I almost cried because even though he didn't put me in the speech, he should have. But you know, it's all right. I don't know. I'm just one of the most impactful people in his life. That's it. But anyway, so he done his speech and he come back and I'm like, yo, Malachi, when we eating? And the girl,
I'm like, your guess is good as mine.
yeah, he confused. So one of the people that worked at our club, Selwyn, he that boy was a fool. He like leaned over to Malachi to like whisper to him. He's like, Malachi, use your Youth of the Year pool. You are the national winner. So I was like, yeah. Like once he told me that, he got me going. I'm like, you damn sure right.
Well,
Like,
I'm so confused. I'm like, they looking at us like it's time to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know we're not gonna come here for no finger food and we about to leave. You know what I mean?
So he told
pick us up an hour drive from the limo.
right, and so they came in. So the lady that ran the event and shit came over and Malachi was talking to her and was like, can we get some food? And they were like, yeah, y'all can order whatever y'all want.
She said one of the guys at this table is gonna pay for your whole bill. Shoot. Alright.
We went right when they said that. My eyes got big. I was like, oh, I'm looking at the menu. I see this steak $90. I see the fucking salad, all this shit. So we ended up ordering all this food, right? And we were eating and selling. He ordered something that
salad.
Yeah, and he didn't like it, right?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't even eat salad, but I still got it. It was me, Malachi, Jesse, selling. Man, he didn't even taste that motherfucker. He ate that steak in like 2 minutes. We was still getting like, we was still trying to eat, like, you know, enjoy that shit. That boy fucked that shit up, man.
Yeah. But you know this place is fancy when they don't have dollar signs on the menu. It's just a number next to the like the steak said 76. It was $76. Ain't no dollar sign, none of that.
I remember I got a fat ass piece of steak and it was all juicy and tender. I was like, ooh wee. Man, that bill was probably about $400-$500 because it was 4 of us and we didn't hold back. We did not hold back.
And they had roses on the table, and this nigga Jesse took 3 roses off the table and gave them to each of them to a different girl up in Fort Collins.
Hey, did it work?
For sure.
Exactly. Macaroni. You know, macaroni. So yeah, tell me how it is going to CSU. This is your 4th year?
Yeah, my last year.
4th year there. How is it going there? Like, you know, what are the highs and what are also the lows? If you don't mind me asking. You know, let's start with the lows first. I feel like everybody always start with highs. Let's start with some lows.
I would guess it's not so much as just being Fort Collins. I would just say because I'm at the point in my life where I'm on my own. Like I'm independent now, but I'm still the provider for everybody else at home. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it just gets kind of hard to take care of everybody. We're an hour and a half away, but I kind of get used to it. So I don't mind being alone, especially in Fort Collins. But it just gets kind of hard you got to be a provider and go to school at the same time, trying to focus on your grades and stuff. But some of the highs are, like I started to get like the college team down pat. So every semester I've done like better and better in my grades. So like every semester has been my best academic year so far. So
that's good. What's the GPA looking like?
I'm gonna just give you like my not the cumulative, but right now it's at like 3.7.
Okay, so talk your shit.
Cumulative, we in the high 2s, but we working.
Hey,
so we in there.
Hey, shit. What they say? D's get degrees.
C's.
C's get degrees. Yeah, C's get degrees. Shit. Just as long as you pass, it don't matter what it is. You know what I mean? What is your major?
My major is sports medicine, so like kinesiology. Then I have a minor in business, so I'm trying to figure out something to do with that. So like, it's pre-med too, so I can figure out if I want to go like to med school. I can do like athletic training, physical therapy.
Have you thought about that yet, or are you just still kind of just going with the flow right now?
I thought about it a little bit. So I'm leaning towards like injury prevention and stuff like that. So this semester I'm doing an internship with the athletic training team and seeing if I like that. Then second semester I'll do an internship like in a clinical setting, just to see which one I like more. So we'll figure that out though.
Has that always been a dream, or was that just something that just came to you randomly when you was in high school, or did you always grow up wanting to be that? Like, what was your dream growing up?
No, I wanted to be a sportscaster.
Okay.
Like, my biggest dream was to be a sportscaster. But then like when I got towards the school, I didn't want to do like journalism or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then like sports medicine is like one of the fastest growing fields. And at first I wanted to do like pre-med, so I was on the same route, but I can't do another 6 years of schooling. You know what I mean?
I feel you. How is it? So I'm not 100% sure because it's Fort Collins not like a big like black men's school, right? Like
nah, but it's a lot better than Boulder though, than CU Boulder.
Yeah. How is it? How is it being a black man there? Like, have you ever had any like issues with that? Like any challenges with that, or it kind of elaborate off of that?
Not no challenges that we haven't already like faced before. You know what I mean? Because like in high school I was in IB, so I was used to being one of the 2 or 3 only black kids in my class.
Okay.
But I haven't like experienced like straightforward racism or anything like that. But it's really like the opposite where like you hoop with one of your white homies 6 months ago, and then he see you in the diner hall and hey, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, yeah,
act like you a superstar. Like when I first won the scholarship, I had somebody, this white dude I played basketball with, ran up to me and asked to take a selfie with me in the diner hall. So that was crazy.
Made you feel good, huh?
It made me feel like a little superstar, you know what I mean?
Made you feel good.
Yeah, if you're a person of color on campus, like, you get a lot of love. Well, at least in my experience, you get a lot of love. So.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, any mental challenges? Like, you ever, how was your mental throughout your whole college experience? Like, how was it? Did you always have the best mental? Did you sometimes, just get down on yourself where you wanted to quit? Like, talk to me about that.
Yeah, I feel like everybody got their little challenges and hardships that they go through. But mine was kind of weird because I really didn't have time to think about it, you know what I mean? Because I'm traveling 6 times a semester with my scholarship. I'm the first one in my family to ever even touch a foot on the college campus, you know what I mean? So I got to make sure my grades are straight. Then I'm still paying the bills at home that I'm not even living there, you know what I mean? So I really didn't have time to like kind of get down on myself, you know what I mean? I just got to keep it pushing and just making sure like I give my 100% in the end of the day, you know what I mean?
You always feel like, do you feel like you have a lot of weight on your shoulders even till this day?
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
That's nice. And it's good that, you're still dealing with it and you're still excelling even though with all the weight on your shoulders. Because I know sometimes it could get overwhelming. Like what do you use to like release your stress? Like what do you do to release that?
I'm not really sure. I mean, like it's different ways. I try not to even think about it in the first place, you know what I mean? But like if it's like too much to handle, I'll go play basketball, I'll go hoop a little bit, I'll go play video games or just hang out with people. And also you gotta like surround yourself with people who are willing to grow too. So a lot of times like a lot of the first gen kids up in school, like they all come from like the same difficulties, so they all have the same end goals in mind, you know what I mean?
That's
so
cool, yeah.
Everybody on the same path, they know how to help each other, and you can kind of get motivation from this person. You see how they're dealing with their problems, and see how they keep it pushing. So
okay. What advice would you give 14 or 15-year-old Malachi? What advice would you give that?
Hey, that one is just to take risks. You know what I mean? Just step out of your comfort zone, because a lot of the best things in my life that happened were things that I had like no intentions of doing, or just stepping out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? So just putting yourself out there, you never know what you might end up liking.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll tell myself.
What would you tell yourself? 6-year-old Darius is crazy.
I was a wild one, man. But I'd tell myself to not focus on what others think so much, and work on yourself more.
What do you mean by working on yourself?
Huh?
What do you mean by working on yourself?
Like focus on myself. Like stop worrying about what other people think. I feel like I could have done better in school. I know I could have, but I was just like, yeah, it's good enough. You know what I mean? It's good enough. I didn't do bad in school, but I didn't do to my best ability, which
so
I knew I could have.
Happy with just enough,
yeah.
Go above and beyond.
Yeah, exactly. Don't settle for, I was kind of at that point, I was settling for less, because that was just like my thing, and I wasn't like worried about it. I'm not worried about my future, I'm worried about, I'm living here in the now. And that, and probably just hang out with a couple different cats from back in the day. You know, I still love everybody that I hung out with back in the day. You know, I done grown apart from them. But that's a part of growing, you know. You never find the right people to surround yourself with unless you get rid of the wrong people.
And a lot of times people who've never been in that situation before, like it's easy on the outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's easy to say, like if you're going to college, it's easy to say, oh, you don't have to hang out with that group of people no more. But when you hung out with them since you was little, you grew up with them, and they know your struggles, you know their struggles, your family's their family. It's not that easy to just come home one day and just cut them out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Even if they not good for you, they doing stuff that you're not supposed to involve yourself in. It's always harder when you're in that position. You know what I mean?
You just gotta love them from a distance, man. That's literally what it is. You gotta love them. And if they're your true friends, they'll understand that. You know, if they're your true friends, they'll understand that you can't just go out and do everything that you were doing back then when y'all had no worries. You know, now we're all grown, we got worries and shit. You know, another thing I would have wished, when I was younger, I used to. Oh, I can't wait till I turn grown. Oh, man, if I could tell myself, shut the fuck up, and you do not wish that. Because it's a little tough. Sure. Life is rough. But, hey, that's life, though. If you go through life with not challenging yourself or with not going through nothing, then you're not going to be nothing in life. You know, if you go through life and everything's easy for you, then that's you. A, you probably had a boring-ass life. And B, you're not going to be nothing when you're older. So... you know, I kind of appreciate that. You know what I mean? So, that was nice. Tell us about, you know, so I mentioned the coaching. Do you think you were a better coach than me?
This shouldn't even be a question. First off, I know I was a better coach than you because I got more out of my players with less talent, and this is what I mean by that.
But I had the more wins though.
This is what I mean by that. I was coaching a younger team, right? For any team that we was coaching was little kids in the first place, and Darius was the enforcer. You know what I mean? So he coached through fear.
I was saying fear.
No, you coached through fear. Why you got 6 kids crying in practice? And we're not even in the game yet. You know what I mean?
But that's part of the football.
That's part of your football.
But that's how we were raised.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to change in order for the better. You know what I mean?
I don't know no nice coach.
You don't know no nice coach. I'm pretty sure there's nice coaches out there.
Look at Nick Saban. You think Nick Saban nice?
That's different. We're not getting paid millions in college.
Who the boy Bill Belichick?
Bro, but they coaching grown ass men. We was coaching 9 and 10-year-olds.
But those are like the prime. Like those are like, I say from about 10 to about like 15, like some of the most important years of your life, because that's when you're starting to like grow up and get your own personality, and that's when you're starting to, you know, shape yourself. So I feel like the discipline's important.
Yeah, but it's also different because we were teaching at a Boys and Girls Club. We weren't teaching at an actual football team. You know what I mean? So those kids, they were forced to play football.
They weren't forced.
You know what I mean? Like if you were teaching for, let's say you were teaching for the Park Hill, or coaching for the Park Hill Pirates, right?
Yeah.
Those kids actually want to play football. So game day, all they're thinking about is football. You know what I mean? Our game day, these niggas didn't even know we had a game.
That is true.
These niggas just showing up on a bus for getting their football pass in the locker room.
That is true.
It's just a different set of kids.
We was chasing kids too, man.
Yeah, we had to go pick some up because they was oversleeping.
Yeah, but you know that's just, you know, I coached how I learned. You know, I still talk to a couple of my coaches till this day because they had that big of an impact on me.
That's because you were interested in football. You actually wanted to play football.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. But even when I was a baseball coach, look, y'all, he said I was the mean coach. He said he was the better coach, but I had better results. And so, you know, I always had the better results because that was me. You know, I was stern, but we got it done. You know, and even any sport we coach, like, because we both coach basketball. Did you ever coach baseball?
No, I didn't coach baseball.
Okay, yeah, so I even coached soccer. I didn't know nothing about soccer. But I coached it, and I just had a good assistant coach. He was really the coach. I was just the face.
Who's your assistant?
Remember Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah. And our soccer team was cold, too.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we lost in the damn championship, man. Oh, that shit still haunts me till this day.
That seems like a common occurrence, huh?
I don't lose a lot of championships.
We lost in the championship. We lost.
I was hurt, though.
Shout out to my boy Izell, man.
Let's tell the story about this championship team, right? So, I was already 18, so I wasn't even in school anymore. I was already done with school and shit, but I was still 18, so we were able to play. And I think Malachi was still on the younger team.
Yeah, I was on the younger team, but our season had just ended, so they moved me up to the older team.
Yeah, because their season always ends before us, and like, you know, the rule is we can move up one guy. So we would always move with Malachi. I think since
I was like 13.
Yeah.
Maybe 14.
Yeah, since he was 14, he was playing on our older team when we were, like, when they were done with their season, you know. And our last season there, we had a squad. Oh my God, we had a squad, man. And my boy Cello, he led the team in points. You know, I was the heart of the team though. You know, I was like the point guard Draymond Green.
For sure.
Yeah. You know, I was averaging about a double-double.
Only because you were older, though.
I've always been that role, though.
But now, me and Darius it's different. You know?
I'm retired now, though. That's why.
Different.
If I get back in the gym, I'll bust your ass.
Stop it.
But yeah, you know, I was the heart and the soul of the team. And, you know, we did the tournament, and the first night we played 2 or 3 games. Was the first night?
2, because we won both of them. So we played 2.
We first team, I think we played Johnson, that was a rollover. We fucked. We beat them by like 20 or some shit like that. It was bad. And then the second team, we played Loveland. Was it Loveland?
Jeffco. Was it Jeffco? Suncor.
No. Remember, it was the club that's like not a real club.
That's Suncor.
No, Suncor's the actual club.
Oh, I don't know who you played.
I think it was Loveland. I think we played Loveland. And they had to, like, we watched it because they played the game right before us because we had the first game. And then they had the first game, so they watched us. No, I'm lying. Yeah, we had the first game. We beat them. We beat this Johnson team, and then we had to wait a game because they were playing this other team, and they whooped the dog shit out of this team. Well, they had one kid on this team, and that kid was like 14 at the time. He was a young nigga, and they had one kid. He was busting they ass.
Getting busy.
So we played them that next game, and you know, I don't play defense, y'all.
At all.
I'm not.
He lazy. You don't play defense.
I'm guarding the worst nigga on the court. That's me.
But he the heart and soul.
I am because I'm the leader.
The leader that don't play defense, but we were supposed to win a championship.
Look at LeBron. LeBron don't play defense.
Why are you comparing yourself to Bron?
I was the LeBron of the Boys and Girls Club. But look, LeBron don't play defense.
Play a little bit. You don't even play a little bit.
I play a little bit. I might get you maybe a steal. I'm gonna get some rebounds though. I always got rebounds. But you know, we played them this second game. I was like, yeah, because our best defender was Cello. Any guy we needed to be guarded, we were gonna like, all right, Cello, this is who you're guarded. You do that. You know, that was our go-to guy. We beat them, but towards the end of the game, I start cramping, and I was like, oh shit. So, boom. I didn't even play like the last like couple minutes of the game because I was cramping so hard. And Josh, that was our coach. He's a paramedic, so he's on the sideline trying to work on me and shit, and coach at the same time. Oh, but man, so we end up winning that when we go home, and I'm like, right when I get home, I'm literally chugging pickle juice because you know potassium. Because I can't eat bananas. Bananas gross me the fuck out. The texture, the mushiness, is gross. So boom, we do that. And then fucking that happens, and then we go back next day.
Early in the morning. This is important.
Yeah.
Early in the morning. This is really important.
Early in the morning. And we played that first game, and I start. No, I didn't cramp the first game, so we didn't play Cup that first. We played them the second game. You know?
No, we played them both because we lost the first. Because we had one. So
no, remember? No, the second game we played one team before we played Cup. Yeah, and then we played Cope, and Cope had this nigga. Tone, if you're watching this, you get busy. You get busy. Tone is getting big. But we put Cello on him. We were like, boom, put Cello on him. He broke the shit. No, we put DJ on him at first, and he made DJ do a whole 360 and fall. It was bad.
And he got mad and was putting niggas in the huddle. Look, this is where, if you know Darius, he always been a bully, right? So this nigga used to coach the team.
Never a bully.
He used to tell the coach how to coach the team. So this nigga DJ he fell, right? That nigga fell on the ground. So the crowd going crazy.
I look at
this nigga Darius, when the timeout comes, it wasn't my nigga DJ's fault. If you playing good defense, it's bound to happen. This nigga come to the huddle, it was like, Josh, take him out. He don't want to play defense, take him out. What did this nigga Josh do? Sub the nigga out, bro. This nigga a bully on the court. Sub the nigga out because he got his ankles broke.
I I was the on-court coach. I seen it was a weakness right there because DJ had no offense. He had no offense. He just had defense. He was like Cephalosha. You remember Cephalosha for the Thunder? Yeah. So boom, that happens, and then we put Cell on them. And they beat us, but they barely had beat us. But it was 3. Yeah, but it was a double elimination game. So we're like, yeah, we're gonna beat them. Then we got to play another game to get back to the championship.
And that's when you started cramping at.
I started cramping. Yup, I started cramping. Literally, end of the game, I was on the sideline cramping hard. And then I was like, okay, I'm cool. Because we had like 10, 15 minutes before the next game started, the championship game. I was like, all right, I'm cool. We go back, right? Tip off, we win tip off. I'm dribbling the ball up the court. And my whole body just fall. I was like, oh, I'm done.
All right, let me tell you real quick.
Oh, okay.
So the game just started. He fought on a tip off, right? So this nigga, the ambulance actually come and is working on him while we playing the game, right? So I'm 14 at this time playing against 18-year-olds. We got one other guard on the team, and that's my nigga Isaiah, right? Oh, God. This nigga Isaiah don't never get in the game, but it's a championship, right? Are you gonna start a 14-year-old or the 18-year-old who been practicing with you the whole time, right? So this nigga John, first off, remember how I said it, early in the morning is an important thing to remember, right? It's like 9 in the morning. This nigga Isaiah is on the bench eating some Takis at 9 in the morning, right? This nigga Josh looks over, he looks at me, looks at Isaiah, looks at me again. Isaiah, get in the game. This nigga Isaiah eating shit. Who, me?
Not even expecting.
Bro, why are you surprised to get? Why are you eating chips at 9 in the morning? Don't want to get in the game, right? So that's why we lost. We didn't have no guard. You're not gonna start a 14-year-old against 18. Then the guard who came in went to eat hot Cheetos on the sideline before the game. You know what I mean? So we just couldn't catch a break on that one.
They ended up losing that one.
Don't say you was part of the team. We lost that one.
Yeah, but if I was there, we would have won. Honestly, I honestly feel like if I was there, we would have won.
For sure.
You know, because our team was better. We just shit happens. They played the better game that time. You know.
But we had the most hood team.
Oh yeah.
We had niggas on ankle.
What if our
niggas on house arrest?
Funny story about this. So we go to the game and one of our teammates is
it was a prayer, huh?
Yeah, spelled like weed and shit. And they were like, oh mad. You guys are smoking weed before the game? We're like, no.
These niggas smoking cigarettes before the game. You're 18 smoking cigarettes before the game.
But we're like, no one smoking weed. And the person's like, should I just go plug in my ankle monitor right next to the commissioner, dude? And we were like, yeah, go do it. And this motherfucker went and plugged his ankle monitor in front of the fucking commissioner guy. Oh, it was so bad.
House arrest.
Yeah, our team was very.
Cigarettes on the bus on the way back.
Our team was very hood, but hey, man, we got it done though. We got it done, and we have fun. We don't regret nothing. Like that was some fun times. You know? If I wish to relive just one day of that would be that day. You know, we had a good team, and we was all friends and super brotherly love and all that shit. You know, and all right, so. It's getting towards the end of the pod because I got, we're showing on time today. Sorry, y'all. It's not as long as I wish it could be. But I got a couple. These are my last 3 questions.
Rapid fire.
Yeah. First one, most simp moment.
Most simp moment?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. I had done something wrong, and we was at Tokyo Joe when we were working, and we had made an apology sushi. Remember that when I had you made sushi to apologize? Yeah. So you put the little wasabi in the heart. And did you spell out the initial with the sushi or something like that?
Yeah, that was sauce, yeah.
And I wasn't even wrong. Mm-hmm. So that was probably my most simple moment, I'll probably say. Having to make an apology sushi. Yeah. And I don't even eat sushi.
Okay. And last question before we wrap up the pod. What do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
Let's see. In 5 years, I want to be on my way to being financially stable. I want to be invested in my career, but I want to have opportunities and resources to do other things. You know what I mean? Because my end goal, I actually want to have my own shoe store. So I want to be in my own career, building my inventory for my shoe store.
What would you name that?
I'm not sure yet. I'll still figure that out. Okay. You know what I mean? But
you don't want nobody to steal the name. I feel it.
Yeah,
you know.
You might get 5 million views on this because I'm on here.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Out there still my name.
Hey, y'all comment if y'all came here from Malachi.
If you came here for me, just leave something in the comments for me.
Y'all came here for him. Comment like a shoe emoji or something. All right, I want to see that. But yeah, this is episode 3 of the Just the Regular Guy podcast, man. This is your host, Lil Duck. And then that's my special guest, Malachi. I want to thank him for joining me. And I hope y'all had a good day. And I want y'all to know, try to take a step in a better direction anytime you can. There it is. We out of here. Anything you got to say before we leave?
Just go make somebody else's day better. You know what I mean? You never know what somebody else is going through. So it's just a simple hi or a hug or a handshake can mean a lot to somebody. So.
All right. Love, peace, chicken grease. We out.